Alrighty, gonna start this a little early today. Um, yeah, I'm also going live on Facebook, so I mean on YouTube, so we'll try that for the first time. And then yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put this slide deck together for y'all this morning. Yeah, and we'll just kind of talk about it as I do my work for the morning. Y'all have any questions, just type into chat. Yeah, other than that, we'll just be doing some work on here. I'll wait just a couple minutes. Let everyone get a chance to get on here. I've never done the YouTube live before, so we'll see how that goes. All right, generally we get started here right around 6 a.m. So yeah, I'm starting a little early just to get everything tested out, make sure it's working. All right. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and start with a analysis here. As always, I'm going to pull up. We're going to be building the slide deck for the week. So I generally always start with this 15-minute chart view. Yeah, and then we'll build the volume profile. What I have on here, the tools, I have the pivots on here. I generally like these just for making, videos like this and making visuals where it's easy to see the highs and the lows of the period. And then we have the PIQL Pro V3 on here, and I just have it set to the chart time frame and waiting for time frame to close. Yeah, so that's it. See no one on yet. That's cool. I guess I'll wait to do a bit till we get some viewers on. All right. That's cool. I do like that feature. Hello all. Probably no one there. Let's see where chat is here. Can I see? Oh, show requests. Chat. No chat. Okay. I wonder if I can share this. Share it. All right. Let's see. All right, that's cool. It says on the home page. Yeah, we'll just do this. Okay. All right, y'all. Sorry about this. I'm trying to get these streams set up. Okay. Getting set up here. All right, we are back. All right, one on the stream. What's up, bro? How's it going? I was just gonna do my work this morning, so yeah, we just something I wanted to try with the YouTube live. Never done that before. Hopefully, all is well with you. All right, doubled up. And Monday today too, we're gonna get you paid up. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'll probably just likely end up having to send you crypto. So, but we're gonna get it sorted. Just the international banking at the moment. But no worries, I got you. We're on it first thing. Prime IQ, 5 a.m. Only in California though. Rest of the world, pretty late already. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll give it 3 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, cool. I got you. Um, I'm sure you sent me your address, but if you send me your USDT address again, that would be awesome in a DM, and I'll get that done today. Tor, what's up? How's it going? Also in YouTube live today, so that's cool. Trying that out. So going in all the platforms. I think we can even do like a Facebook live also. So maybe we'll try that at some point too. I'm gonna invite y'all to speak. Y'all don't have to speak if you don't want to, but I'm gonna invite it. Okay. And then yeah, just a couple minutes and I'll do my analysis. Top down. I'm gonna put the slide deck together kind of live this morning on the call. So y'all can watch me make it. Yeah, so okay, give me just a bit. I will be right back. Okay, welcome. I am back. Ready to start. Sorry about that, a little late. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do like my top-down analysis for y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna build the slide deck out and just show y'all how I do it, explain what's on my screen, what's on my chart. And this is kind of what I do. You know, I'm usually doing this Sunday or Monday morning, but I'm gonna do it Monday morning for y'all. So we're gonna start up here with ETH. The only tools I really have on, I have these pivots. You can get this pivot tool just anywhere. I really just have it on here because it's a nice visual when I make these slide decks and I take the screenshots that I can see the highs and the lows really easily. The other tool that I have on here is the PIQL Pro tool. And yeah, that's just the V3 version. And I just have it using the chart time frame, wait for time frame to close. This isn't really necessary on your on the current time frame, but if you change this to like a fractal, you'll want to make sure that you have that closed. The next thing I'm going to do is, I'll go ahead and invite y'all to speak if y'all want to come up. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to pull up the 15-minute chart. So I have 15-minute chart. I'm using the 15-minute tool, and then I want to get about 2 months of data out. Thankfully on my screen, this is about the length of my screen. But yeah, 40 to 60 days will be good. On Ethereum and crypto, because it runs 24 hours, you likely are going to not be able to get as much on your screen. If I go over here to gold, for instance, and I do this same length on my chart, it's probably about 60 days, 65 days. Yeah, 65 days, right? So it's just because of the market runs 24 hours. So that's why it is that way. So after I pull up, we'll just call this like our chunk, right? This is just our working set. I'm going to go ahead and draw the volume profile now. And I'm going to use this tool called a fixed range volume profile. And what this is going to do is this is going to show me the volume over this whole period. And you can see it's pretty obvious as you learn this stuff that you could have looked at this chart and built this volume profile in your mind. But it's pretty important because this helps us define our ranges. So after I draw the volume profile, I'm then going to come in here and draw the ranges, which we just use boxes. I will start it, top down, or you could go bottom up, however you like to go. But I just want to label like these low points in the profile, or someplace like this, you'll notice where there's like absolutely no buying pressure. It's all selling pressure. Same thing here. Same thing here. Can y'all see my screen? Oh yeah, it's because I'm on YouTube. All right, hold on. Let me share. It's live on YouTube. It's not live in here, I guess. Projected. Ease. Here we go. Let's see if it'll like both. Hopefully my internet's good today. Okay. Yeah, so oh yeah, getting a little laggy. Okay, so yeah, so then I'm just drawing these nodes like this. These low spots in the profile. And something like this, I see there's a little peak here. I'm just going to grab this kind of whole area because this is likely going to act as an area. And if I go forward and look, bang, 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 and then big resistance, support, support, resistance again. So that's fine. That's usually what's going to happen. Yeah, but we kind of have an issue here, right? Because this profile, what we have up on the screen, is kind of going to be useless soon, because the whole point of this profile is to kind of show us where we're going to go, right? We're using the past, we're looking backwards, and we're making decisions. We're backward measuring. But you'll notice the price over here is fixing to go below it. So we're going to run out of space. So this is a time where you would have to go back in history like this, right? And you can see this green line shows me where the current price is, but it might be different on yours. And you're just going to have to go back in time until price was at that level again. See, so here we go. So this was going back of March, February, to March range. And you'd have to draw another profile here, right? And then what you could do is you could find your profiles below it. So I have my rectangles to extend to right. So if you look, extend to right. So this way, when I draw it, it's automatically going to take it to the right side of the chart. So when I do an activity like this, where I need to go back in time and find my profile nodes, this makes it much easier. So then I can go back to current here, and you'll see now I have my target nodes below. So that's just a trick to do that. So now we're kind of set up on ETH. You actually don't even need to look at the profile anymore, because you have all the information you need now right here on the right side of the chart. So now this is where, let me go ahead and take the screenshot. This would be the past. So when I pull up where have we been, let me go ahead and screenshot. And I generally shrink this just so we can look at price. Yep. And this is where I'll screenshot this. Okay. And the tool I use is called Snagit, if y'all are wondering. It's a really great tool. Okay, so I'll screenshot that. I don't know Discord what y'all can see. Are you just looking at my price chart or the whole screen?
Just the price chart.
Okay, YouTube. If you go to YouTube, it has the whole screen. But then I'm in my Snagit tool, and I'll just copy it over here to PowerPoint and where I'm building my slide deck out at. I'm a huge fan of that yellow though. What happened? Oh, it's because I'm recording. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me go back to the chart now. Okay, so this would be like the past. We can then go look at present, which is just a more recent view, right? It's actually like just kind of this most recent pull up. And then I usually want to find some region. And let me make this a little more clear. I like to find a region that's moved up. And then I want to find price that's retracing into that same range, because then I can draw another profile, which is going to be my this is going to see confluence. So I'm looking, are the areas around the same? And it looks like they are, right? So we're failing. This also was resistance. So I think we're going to be moving much lower now. So my target, as y'all know, is going to be the next node. So where are we now is I just drew this new profile over this most recent area. And we can see that we are seeing a shift in volume. We're seeing a peak up here. So this is like a P-type day. These are normally reversal days, so makes sense that it happens moving up into resistance. And then we're moving back lower. We're failing at that two standard deviations to the downside on this small profile as well as on the big profile. See how those match up? So that's a good sign. We also have add a node here, and then point of controls line up here. So our price is likely going to continue lower, right? So I think Ethereum heading $1,500 range from this 1570. So this is where I would start to look to the tools to see like where we're going. So let's take a snapshot of the present. Where are we now? And in this slide deck, I won't even confuse y'all with this new profile because we already know it's valid. So I will remove this again. Screenshot. Okay. And this is going to be the where are we currently. Present. Okay. And then going into the future, this is where we'll actually start to look at the tools. Okay. So on the tools here, we're probably looking for some sort of range bound trading up. I'm sorry, we want to retest this range up to this level. So this tool is low, DP is compressed actually all through this range, right? So what I'm looking at is I'm looking for AP to come up, DP to come up, but I'm looking for the reversal to come as we come back into this area of resistance, right? So then this area that I'm targeting, and you'll notice we have these two levels that are on top of each other. So this is a strong level that we want to be paying attention to. So yeah, I'm going to draw one more, but I'm going to change the color. So this is the area that I'm looking at. And we're going to go ahead and make that like a red color kill zone. Okay. So this is kind of like what I'm looking at for the future. Is we know we're at an area of support. Right? We're coming into that area of support. Also over here, this pivot low. But we also know we have overall downward pressure. So what does that usually mean? That usually means a pull up into resistance and then continuation to the downside. So normally this will be some move, and this is how I grab those charts. I think it's going to be some move like this. I can find you what I think it's going to do, like this. So this is more of the structure that I'm thinking of. So they have this thing called copy price now. Let me see, I'll show you. Oh, bars pattern. Yeah, so I can grab like this and just grab a copy of it now. So this is kind of cool. This is how I get those more visual looking. And then I'll come over here. It also helps to see like that price doesn't move in linear patterns like that. So this is something that I'm looking at like this. So, and I'm always looking, I did that by looking at the AP, what I think the AP is going to do in the DP, and that generates the price, right? So that price lines up pretty closely. Now, when we get back down here, we'll see if we do have this bottom. That could be very likely because you see we're very oversold, but this is what I'm looking for in the meantime. Now, if we just keep breaking from here, we're going to get some different sort of price action pattern, and we're going to get something more like this. Which we could still get the dump off because like I talk about, where's all the stop losses at? Oh, sorry about that. I'll do this. I'll change the color, green. Okay. Can y'all still see my screen? Okay, good. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. More like this. So this is likely, and you could even get like this, right? And this is probably my case here. Because we either are continuing straight down to the next node, which would continue this downward turn, right? Or we're going to pop up right now and find support. So that means we need to come back here and then also validate this new level. So we're kind of in a little weird pinch with gold, but what's great about this is we can trade this breakdown to here, which is what I'm looking for actually. So for the price levels for the future, this is what I'm going to take a picture of. Okay. And then I will screenshot this. And this is the future. Okay, easy as pie. Copy all. I'm sure Discord, y'all can't see. YouTube, y'all can see me putting this in. Okay, and there's my futures. So I have my present where we're at. I have where we were. I have where we think we're going. And then I will identify my key tool levels. So that's great. That's done for ETH. Now we'll move on to Bitcoin and then gold last, which is just what we're doing right now. We'll probably add more as we go along. Everyone with me so far? Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, so let's start again. I have my 15-minute. I have my pivots, and like I said, I have the pivots pulled up because it's easy to see these levels much easier with those pivots. And then I have the 15-minute tool on here, the PIQL Pro tool, with the time frame set to the chart time frame. Wait for time frame to close. That setting enabled. And then I'm going to draw my volume profile, and I'm going to drag my profile over this whole range. Yep, and then I'll just draw my my voids here. I'm going to change these back to green because that's my standard. Okay, and like I said, I have that extend to right on. Yep, there we go. This one. This one. This one. This one. And y'all, I'm only looking at the left here at the volume profile. So I have some new training coming out that I think is going to be pretty useful, where I have some new metaphors that I'm explaining the volume profile in. Okay, that's about it. Like I said, then you don't need anything else. So this is going to be where we've been. So we can go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. This is the past. Yeah, like that. Okay. If y'all follow along with me and have any questions, that'd be helpful too. It's the way most people learn best, by doing, you know. Okay, then we have the past in here into our slide deck. Okay, then we move on to present. So where are we now? Like I said, we have this latest move. So I want to grab this latest profile and see, what's been happening, because then I want to use that to see how this has been acting. So once again, we're lining up with some key levels. Point of controls are kind of a ways off, so maybe you get some ringing in this area. Like I talked about, that would play perfectly into what we're seeing, where we need to push back up, right? This is that ringing you might see, but the high zones, low zones, pretty well lined up, so that's good. And we just have this one other pocket that we're seeing right now, which I'm going to go ahead and add in here. And we could put that as a different color to signify that it's a different time frame or different area, just so we don't get confused for our main. So small support. So Bitcoin here, we're actually probably looking for a little pop up to this 26.3, 26.4 level before rolling back down to this 25.4 level. But other than that, the profile matches pretty closely. So that's the only thing I'm going to match. And this will be our where we are now, our present. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Yeah, give me 777 in the chat, or say, I should stop saying that. That's kind of like a blue edge thing that I'm not a fan of, but it gets engagement, People like smashing keyboards. Okay, what am I looking for here? Do what? Yeah, speaking is good too, right? I think they do that because they're usually on webinars. They don't really like to put too much live content out. So, yeah. The hard sell, yeah, that pressure stuff, which is, yeah. So, yeah, so I don't, I'm not a huge fan of all that stuff, but some of it's effective. Yeah, exactly right. And then you got to be ethical with it. You got to know what you're doing is actually going to work to manipulate someone into doing it, or you're not being a leader. You're just being an asshole. Oh wait, I'm on YouTube now, so I probably do. Is there problems with cussing and stuff, or? Okay, I'll probably have to mind. It's not made for kids, so hopefully it's good. Okay, okay, let's do the Bitcoin future then. Okay, so future, where do we think we're going? Kind of just like we talked about, right? And let's find, this is where we need to pull the tool up. And we'll look and see, oh yeah, see, all this stuff tends to line up, and look at the DP. So this is why once you learn price action and you learn what we're teaching you, you actually don't need our tools. I hate to say that, but the reason you have our tools is because it gives you confirmation. It allows you to do it systematically. But you can learn, I can teach you everything how to trade to make all the money you could ever want by reading price action, market structure, using volume profiles, right? So that's the game, right? That's how we find our support and resistance. What the tool is letting you do is systematically and repeatedly being able to take the cognitive load off your brain to be able to make those systems, in a repeatable fashion. So that's the whole point of that. But yeah, we can see here Delta Prime primed to move up, which would line up with our theory here. So what I like to do And here's what's crazy is you might get something wacky like this, right? Yeah, it can go a couple ways. You either get something massive like this, but there's no impetus for this right now. It's just like a mid-level. So I think likely what we're going to see is something like this. So let me go ahead and we'll copy that price because I like that. I like the way that looks. And I'm looking at the tool, right? You see, I'm trying to match what the tool and the price is doing against certain levels, right? This is how I get those predictions so accurate, right? So something like this possibly, and we want to look, and this would actually make perfect sense because what do I always say? Where are all the stop losses, right? And all the stop losses are actually going to be, if this breaks, they're going to be right above. So if it just keeps going, all the stop losses are right up here and they're right below here. So those are going to be the two places that this wants to go. Okay. So maybe something like this we watch for, we'll see. And then to the downside, if we just keep our compression down, which is going to be a move like this, I'll show you. I think more just a ringing, and it's more like this. And I know it doesn't look exactly the same, but what I'm looking for is compression of the DP and that kind of price action up against the level I'm at, which is actually where right here. So we want to look for price action with the compression of the DP. What does that look like? Well, that looks kind of like, you know, something in here, right? So this is just training our brain for one, that price does not move linear, right? It just doesn't work that way. And two, we want to think about, we want to be backward measuring. We want to look at what has happened recently because that's going to be the most. We're not trying to predict, we're just trying to look at what's been respected recently, right? So here's our future view, right? I'd like to pull this a little bit because I think it might go that level. Yeah, something like this, I think, is what we're at. We're at this local level. We're turning green on the AP. We see DP wants to come up. So it's anyone's guess how far it goes. We're not trying to enter a trade right now. Now, maybe a quick scalp, actually, if you wanted to go long and put your stop, but I'm not telling you, that's not financial advice. It's just, I'm saying, what people could do, or, what I would do if I were trading this market. This is how I'd be looking at it, but I would be waiting for what I think is the ultimate move, right? Because why? I want to trade in the ultimate direction of the trend. So same thing. If we look, one other thing you could do at this stage is add one more PIQL tool and then get a much higher fractal, like a 4-hour, or we can just look at a 1-hour. It'll be easy. And let's see where it is in the cycle. And this would inform you into your likely two scenarios that you see here. And this. Okay, so see your 1-hour cycle. Wow, that's down, right? So what is my likely scenario is I just want to be looking for weakness somewhere probably above this level. So I want the market to get weak above 26.5. Yeah, somewhere in there. I'm going to look for weakness, and then I want to be getting short because look at the 1-hour. But same thing, look at the DP down here looking to turn up. So there could be this slow grind before we eventually get another sell signal, which is fine. I don't really care. We have patience, right? That's how we make money. So this is going to be my future. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah, this is a 1-hour fractal. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 hour. So that's what I like to do. You can also, what a lot of the group does, and I'll show you, this could get a little confusing because this is more for entering your trade. But what you can do with, you can put another one on here and go lower. So go to like a 5-minute. And this is how I would say when you're entering your trade, like you're deciding to actually take the trade, like when are you actually going to enter? You want to make sure that your 5-minute fractal is in confirmation, and then you're going to use your 5-minute fractal. Yeah, see here, we're getting overextended already. So this is an example where this is probably some sort of pop-up, popping up into a range. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? I don't know. It all depends on the liquidity today, but we'll kind of watch at the beginning of this week. But everything is kind of pointing to a quick pop-up. Yeah, does that make sense? But I would use my entry signal. You'll notice the best entries So our entries are what? When we get an orange, you can either go orange, green, white, or orange, white above the 30 that or above the 80. That's mine. And you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, 6 entries short in this range. And now we're at a point where you want to be looking long, and we have yet to get a long yet. So yeah, we'll see. But that's only when you're about to enter the trade. We're just trying to get kind of where we generally want it. I'm going to wait until it gets into this price range, and then I'll kind of dial in and find like when I want to actually enter. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to close this one too. And now this is my future. Does that make sense how I got there? Everyone? Good? Okay, cool. Okay, then I'm going to take a snapshot of this guy, and this is going to be my future. I can't see if there's any. Oh, there is chat. Oh, yeah, screening you. Oh, that was old. Okay, sorry. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. All right, so this is my screenshot. Then we'll go into my slide deck. And now that's our future. So perfect. So we have our past where we've been. We drew our volume profile. We have the present where we're at. And then we have where we think we're going. So our kind of our two scenarios. Okay. Now let me get gold open. Now the one everyone probably wants the most. What am I doing here? Okay. Exit here. Do some gold action. Okay. Same thing. First step is grab a volume profile. Well, I'm on the 15-minute. I pulled up about 2 months of data. You can shrink the tool at this point. I'm going to grab my fixed range volume profile and just trace out this range. From this range, I'm going to use that to identify all of my, and we'll change my levels again, green. I guess I should make templates for these, but that's confusing. Okay. And then I'm just going to draw out all the nodes in my profile because this is likely where price is going to reverse or move very quickly from, as y'all know. And if you don't know, check out our other videos. Okay. Okay, so here's the major ones. And then we have the one below here. We'll do that one as well. Price is in the middle, so that gives us a good range. Oh, we have this one here that we're coming to, actually, small one. Okay, there's all of our ranges. So this is kind of our past now. So we can go ahead and grab a snapshot of this. Let me get it better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Maybe we could do this on TradingView too. I think they're kind of picky though. I have to make sure that we use, I need to convert the tool, the old SGA, into the one that we use, because if you're producing content with TradingView on their platform, you actually can't use an indicator it has to be a public indicator. So you can't use anything private, which they're kind of strict about. So, okay, now I'm going to, which we have several public ones. I'm not using one now. It's a private one to our paid group. So I got to make sure that I'm using a public one. Okay, now I have gold past. I'm adding that to the slide deck. And gold's been really great lately. Great range bound trading. Just ask Josh. Yeah. Very decent, very decent months. More than most people make in a month pulling from, part-time trading gold. So pretty incredible. Okay, so this is our past. Now we're going to look at our present. And just like our other tools or other assets, we want to be looking at this most recent range and then see price pull back into it. And we're going to use that as a way to analyze, where price is. And we want to look at where the alignments are. Now this you can sell. Look how gappy it is. See how much the other markets were very tuned in. These have these huge gaps, which you can see that the market is just busting between. So it's probably it's going to be no different here. We're probably going to have a gap quickly down to this 1917 level, and then another gap down quickly to this 1902 level if we continue. So yeah, I think we need to draw some extra ranges here, because this is a little different, right, than what we're seeing. Strong range here. We're going to change the color here. Orange. And I only draw these if the profile is different enough to where there's some levels that I want to pay attention to, right? And this is one of those cases because we have these two kind of sub levels that the support that was there before is now non-existent. So those levels, likely could be pretty loose. Okay, so this is where we are presently. And like I said, I'm just going to delete this profile so it doesn't cause any confusion. We have the new bar colors up there, and then we'll screenshot this. This is going to be our present in the slide deck. Okay. I'll put that here. So we have our past where we've been, right? Huge profile. And then we've had the little profile. We added these, so we're getting in. Now we're going to do the future. Okay. All right. So now let's look at the future. Where do we think we're going? We need the tools now. So I'll go ahead and bring that pane up. And we can look at, 4-hour and local. Oh, wait. What I want here. Yeah, chart time frame. Okay, so this is a pretty easy to determine, right? We're basically in up. We need to come down. We haven't quite made a cycle low either, so this is mostly downward bias, right? So, yeah, that's no surprise there. So this is pretty clear pickle tool bias to the short side. So what we're looking for now is you can enter really, as you'll see. How I would enter this is on any orange, green, white now, because we're up against a level. We've actually just made this level 1, 2, 3 times, almost 4. We're moving lower. And so there could be some sort of liquidity grab because all the stops are located up here. So I'm looking for any orange that happens above this 80 now, and then I would be looking to get short. So we can look for some similar patterns here. We could either have something like this, which I think is a possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this bar pattern to the downside here before rocketing up. Okay. So I think this is a likely scenario down to this next level. And you'll notice I'm looking for where we've been recently. I know it seems crazy, but y'all humans are trading these markets. So a lot of what we're doing is understand human psychology. Why is the tool powerful? It's because there's a lot of human psychology built into it, right? It's part of the program. And then if we get higher than this, right, where do we levitate to? Well, I think same thing, probably still some sort of liquidity grab, but it's probably going to be the other side of this as we just kind of rocket, to the high side here. So we'll see where we go. But this would be my high side argument because if we're turning up again, right? And now maybe you could do this a little higher in the cycle, which is a little more realistic, is actually this move here. We're high on the cycle, turning back up. So I'm just alluding y'all to my thinking, right? Okay, so I have my low and high side. There's my high. Okay. And there we go. And then if we did this, something else we would need to reevaluate because likely, we've found support again and we're looking, are we moving higher or lower? So that's kind of the game right here. So this is my future. Does that make sense how I got there, everyone? Okay, good. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this. It's going to be our future. Okay. And then we'll just drop that into the slide deck. So now we have our past, where we've been, we have where we are now, where our current levels are, and then we have where we think we're going in the future and where our levels are, what tool signals we need to be looking for. So kind of now we have our whole week planned for the assets that we're currently trading due to volatility or constraints some other ways in our rule set. Yeah, so that's kind of it for that. And then we would just move on to identifying the key levels. Okay. So the first thing we want to look at is price levels. So we'll go ahead and pull up our Ethereum, which I might do this later, but y'all have any questions? I'll go ahead and take a question break. Anything y'all want to see? No? Okay. That's cool. Okay. 737. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. All right. So then I would go back and I'm looking for key price levels. So key price levels are going to be where we've kind of been above and below us directly. So if we go ahead and let me save this so I don't lose it. Last week I didn't save my little candle drawings. They were fairly accurate. And let me go ahead and put a vertical line so we know we're working for today. Vertical line. Vertical line. Okay. Okay, so basically the most recent high right here is going to be what is this? 1582.71. 1582.71. Okay, and the low here, right? I'm looking for this candle, and then the low is going to be this candle here, which is going to be 1565.18. 1565.18. Okay, so when we're thinking about price levels, that's kind of what we want to be thinking about setting just strictly price alerts. Like if price breaks that, I'm interested in looking at what's going on, right? So I'm paying attention. The next thing, I should probably take some screenshots of this. I can do that later. And then the tool levels, the next thing is going to be both the tools breaking above the 20 level, right? Or the AP turning up. But we'll just, when we're talking about key levels, the key levels right now is the AP breaking this 20 level. So we're talking about breaking above this green area. That's where we want to be interested because that's where all of our signals come in. No sense in monitoring the charts until that's made. So we can go now to our AP. We're only interested in our AP. Oh, I did have the 5 minute on there too. So I got both of them on there. So the first one, we're looking for AP above 20. DP above 20. Okay, that's correct. And then let's see what our fractal time frame is doing. So I'm just gonna, you can just click on it and copy and paste. Let's add our 5 minute. Okay, let that load. Dang, it takes a while now. Okay, there we go. So now we have we're so on one time frame we're interested in both the AP and DP crossing above 20. And actually on the next time frame we're interested in the AP crossing 20, but the DP, crossing 80 here on the chart. So we're gonna add that to the deck. So DP above 80. DP above 80. Yep, DP above 80, DP above 20. And then AP above 20. That's fine for both. Okay. Does that make sense how I got that? I'm looking for the DP to cross the 20 here or the AP to cross the 20. And then on my fractal time frame, I'm looking for the AP to cross 20 or the delta to cross 80. Make sense? Pretty easy. Yeah. Most people can do this. What's up, Rodo? I'm doing well. Any questions?
No, I'm listening. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that was that. Let me see if I updated that. Yeah, so that's our levels. AP above 20 on both, DP above 20 on one, DP above 80 on the other. Okay, now we'll go and look at our BTC levels. So price levels, same thing. We're looking for, what's happening right around us. So I'm going to be looking for price to break the most recent range, which actually is going to be this low here, which is 26 26,317. So I'm going to put that in there. 26003.17. Okay. And then for the high, I'm looking to break this range here. So the high here was, and this is the range I'm looking at. So the high here was 26,357.89. 26,357.89. Let me double check that. 26,357.89. Okay, so that's the high, that's the low, that's the pure price levels that if we break that, I'm interested in paying attention. Also, our tool levels, we want AP and DP to both be above 20. Let's go ahead and copy and paste our other time frame on here. And I can actually go to another time frame or another chart, right? Copy that indicator, then go over here and paste it. And it'll have all the same settings. So if y'all don't know that trick, that's a good one also. Okay, let me add this to the slide deck. So we got the price levels in there, then AP above 20, and then also above AP above 20. AP above 20. Okay. Oh, let's look at our other time frame. And then this one's going to be the same. See, now we're already getting overextension. So this is another one where I'm going to be looking for two things actually, right? Kind of already it's happening. So if I was going to be interested in a trade, I would take one. So we need to assume I'm going to be interested when it crosses back below it or it crosses above it again. So you could go either way. I'm just going to do cross above 80 again because that's when I would like to see another signal. Or at this point, you would make a band alert, right? So this is where this one's a little bit tricky. So I'm going to leave that up to your trading plan, but that's just how I would think about it. But AP is going to be above 80. I mean, above 20. Sorry. So then we have AP above 80. AP below 80. Maybe we'll just do this on one line. There we go. Okay. And then DP above 80, DP above 20. Yep. Okay. There's that. All right. Now let's move on to gold. Same thing, price levels. I'm looking for where are the levels locally around me. So I'm looking major for this range, and this range is the set point. So what's the low here? The low here is 1920.88. So 1920.88. $8 lower than last week. So we are still downtrending. As you can see, I just changed those numbers from last week. And then the high is going to be this range here. So the high here, 1927.17. 1927.17. Okay. And then our levels, let's look at our tool levels. We're looking for, this is the same thing. We're looking for DP and AP below 20 or above 20. So this is going to be both. And then let's look at our other fractal. This is where in those mid ranges it's kind of difficult. I'm really actually going to be interested in DP above 20 and AP above 20 at this point, right? Because we're trying to look for shorts, but you likely won't get that on the AP, but you might get it on the DP. So that's what we want to look at. And same thing here, kind of range bound, DP above 80. So I'm just going to put DP above 80 and then DP above 80. And then DP, sorry, this is DP above 80, and AP is going to be below 20. That would signal long continuation of the trend. Okay. And that's on both charts. So anybody got any questions how that worked? Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of how I do the week now, right? Pretty easy trading. And that's kind of it. So let me go ahead and take my screenshots for my prices here. So this is going to be gold. So y'all can see me finish it up at least. And then I'll do this, gold. Gold price levels. Send it back. Y'all can't really see me now, but if you have questions, just go ahead and let me know. I'm just finishing up the slide deck to send out to y'all, so I'll just wait around. If y'all have any questions, let me know. This is y'all's time. Had a few people show up on the YouTube stream. That was cool. Okay, this is the PIQL levels. Oh, sometimes that glitches. Okay, paste. Send it back. What are y'all looking at trading, Roto? What are you looking at trading this week?
I'm still waiting for the payment, but only gold.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. How do you like your rules? Do you make any changes to your rules, or?
I know what I have to do better, but I don't really know how to like. I need to have a better risk-reward ratio and use volume profile more.
Okay.
That's like the two things I need to do better, but if not, it's working well. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, the thing about the volume profiles, that's really the only way to target where price is going to go, right? So you kind of need those because that's how you're going to get a better risk to reward, because you're only going to enter trades where you see the gap between, zone to zone is going to give you that, 2, 3, 4 to 1,
Yeah. I see that like when everything matches, like the tools with the volume profile and the gaps is way better. Like
Yeah.
you said, the 1, 5 to 1.
Yeah, it's like way different. That's how, like we said, Josh takes he needs 5 trades a month, right? And that 5 trades a month, generates, 15 to 30K depending on the month, right? The volatility. So you don't need a lot. You just need the right setups, and they happen all the time. You just gotta be patient and wait. Okay. BTC. All right, now I'm going to do the BTC level. So same thing. I'll go ahead and grab the price chart here. Spread it out a bit so we can see it. There was a joke in there, but I won't go there.
What was the joke?
No, I forgot I'm on YouTube, so I got to be careful. Okay. If y'all see my screen not do anything, it's because I'm over here and making these slide decks. So I'm just in a different program for a second. Send it back. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is the wrong one. Price levels. Here we go. I'm interested here. Interested here. Oh, no, I'm interested here, actually. Okay. Rhoda, have you been reading these slide decks? Do you like them?
Yeah. It's really like it's helpful a lot for the like to learn the tools and the rules.
Okay, the tools and the rules. I like it. That should be a segment. The tools and rules. Okay, and then tools here. Rhoda, have you found since you kind of got out of your own way and just started following the rules that you've been doing much better?
I'm not sure to understand like it's. Can you say it again, please?
Oh, since you've just kind of gotten out of your own way, like you've just stopped hurting yourself and you've just started following the rules. Do you think that's been giving you more success?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I like you're like it's really cool to watch your story because um you came in and you struggled a little bit and then you figured out, oh, I just need to follow the rules, and then like you've been having like this awesome success lately. So I hope that continues, and I like sharing your story.
Yeah, me too.
Da-da.
It's mostly the rules and mental.
Yeah, the mental game is huge, and that knowing your personality profile, right? Like knowing how, like what your propensity is to, like how you're going to shoot yourself in the foot is helpful to know. Okay, I think we can make this a bit bigger. Okay, BTC done. Oh shoot, I did that wrong. Dang it, Lee. BTC levels. Here we go. Okay. BTC pick levels. Yeah, if you do this, it takes about an hour, not even an hour. I'm making a slide deck and it takes an hour. So if you're just doing this, it probably takes about like, 20 to 30 minutes. You can map out the whole week, right? You can map all your levels, you can set all your alerts up. And then all week, essentially all you're doing, like your quote unquote trading, is just like getting an alert and then like looking at the chart and then putting an order in. So it's really simple, right? It doesn't take much cognitive load. That's like the benefit of the tools. You don't have to go back and keep second guessing, like, are these working? Are these not working? They just kind of work, right? So uh, but we do obviously, we want to share with y'all that they do work. So that's why we do these AMAs and make these slide decks and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, right? Like we have traders now that have been with us for a while. They don't even look at the price chart anymore. They just at the beginning of the week they set all their alerts and then they close the price chart. They just look at the tool. And then when they get an alert, if the tool matches the signal, they don't even look at the price. They just take the trade. So that's that's where it could get, right, if you have enough faith and you practice enough. Okay. Oh shoot, did I do that backwards? I did do that backwards. Dang it. Chewing gum and talking at the same time. 1923. Yeah, is this gold? Gold. Yep, I did. This is ETH. Oh no, I did it right. Okay, 1927, 1590. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we're on ETH. Okay. Okay. So we're interested at here. Very similar. Okay, low is 1565.31. Okay, it's all the same. Okay. Just had to check myself here. Yeah, I wish we could do it, but there's this, this in medicine, a nurse can stop a doctor from doing a surgery or something like that if he doesn't, follow procedure. So he or she, if they don't follow procedure, so it's important that we follow our rules, and those rules are there to protect us. They're there to kind of like, hey, dummy, like you're not doing something correct. So we really want to, you know, we have our rules and we build our rules, when our brain is thinking clearly, because when we're trading, when we're in the zone, when we're in the battle, right, we're not thinking clearly. We're usually wrapped with emotion, and there's a lot going on that our brain's not thinking clearly. So those rules are there to protect us in that manner. Okay, 15, 65, 18. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And now the tool levels. Okay. Was this helpful to watch me do this? Did y'all like it? If y'all liked it, yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. And then this will go up on YouTube too. So what I'll probably do is I'll release the slide deck to the community, and then we have the video also documented. So that's cool. Okay, PIQL Pro. Most people won't watch this, but either way, it's still good that it's there. Send it back. Okay, here. Okay. All right, and that's all she wrote for the week. Key levels done. And then as always, we have our alerts set up, but they're always going to be kind of the same. Let me see if I can share this with y'all too. Oh no, it's okay. Y'all know the rules. Y'all will see in the deck. Okay, any questions y'all have? It's getting up at 6:59 here, so at the top of the hour. Any questions for me? Okay, that was awesome. Thank you all for coming out. Oh, look, we're getting our little pop-up as the world starts to wake up. 6 a.m. Market's going to be trucking soon. So, yeah, I'll be around today. Let me know, if you need anything in the chat, and we'll see y'all later. Later.